What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a special video because we got a special guest. It's my boy Evan.
What's going on?
What we're doing today is Evan was kind enough to invite me on this shoot. He's got a shoot with White Claw.
Shooting White Claw today.
You guys have probably heard of it. Some of you may have drank it. So what we're doing is Evan does a lot of product photography, and I wanted to make this video because I don't do as much product photography as him. And I wanted to, you know, kind of follow along on his shoot, help him out with some stuff, and I figured it would be really interesting for you guys to see how someone, professional photographer, goes about setting up everything for a shoot and kind of his thought process behind everything.
So nice. You like, what an intro, man.
You want to introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about what you do?
Sure. Like you said, my name is Evan Tanaka. I shoot a lot of product photography. I also do a lot of lifestyle, but recently I've been specializing and focusing on more like action movement product photography. So if you check out anything on my page, you always see some kind of motion going on in there. Today is no different. So what we're doing with White Claw is we're at this beautiful space with this pool behind us. We're actually gonna put the White Claw can in the pool, and I think we're gonna have your boy right here. I think he's gonna be jumping into the pool to create this big splash in the background. We're gonna try and freeze everything in camera, making sure that White Claw comes out nice and focused, and hopefully it gives us a really good final image.
Did you know that you were going to be in the pool?
Did not know that.
You found out on the way over here?
I'm always up for surprises, and it's really hot outside.
You're Mr. React, right?
Dude, that's what I do, baby. I just react.
So even though we're shooting outside, right now what I'm having us do is we're setting up all the lights. The lights are just gonna act as more of a fill than anything if we need it. But I mean, the sun is really strong, but the longer we wait and have the sun directly overhead, the less light we're gonna have that's gonna actually fill the front of the can. And so we wanna make sure that the can is lit beautifully, and that's the most important thing. So that's what these guys are for.
It's a good looking can.
That's a good can. So you can drink that one. White Claw at 10 in the morning?
Not even 10, dude.
Why not?
It's when it tastes the best.
Exactly. That's the thing about White Claw. There is no time to drink a White Claw. It's all the time.
You know why? Because there ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws, baby.
Just like that.
That actually stayed way
Wait, you didn't think it was gonna stay?
No, I did not actually.
Oh, I've done this before.
That's awesome. How did you learn all these tips and tricks? Just trial and error?
Trial and error. Obviously, I taught myself a lot, like looking on YouTube. I've worked with a lot of brands, and so this is the first time that I'm actually starting to do a lot more freelance.
Sure.
Before this, I was working as a producer for a brand.
Okay.
So I got a lot of experience shooting product specifically.
Yeah.
But it was only one product. Now I was able to take what I learned from there and apply it to a whole bunch of different products. And all the lifestyle stuff that I was doing, it was all like action and motion, and so I just merged the two.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of how I fell into all of this.
That's awesome.
So like I was saying, that these lights are going to be used as a fill. Right now the sun is almost directly above us, so it's getting the can nicely like that, but it's not really lighting the front of it. So when we turn these guys on, you see how it lights the front of it just a little bit better? The only thing I'm worried about is the splash hitting these, but we'll cover it with some plastic, and hopefully it doesn't overheat, but I think it would be all right.
This is all the stuff you don't see that goes on behind the scenes.
Just kind of have to think through all of it. Like, all right, well, you want to shoot something splashing. All right, well, most likely it's going to get wet. So what do you want to protect that's going to get wet? To me, like, photography is all about problem solving. And I mean, same goes with videography or anything. It's just, there's always like obstacles you have to try and get by. The best photographers are the ones that are able to figure out the best solutions to those obstacles.
That's so crazy, because Evan, I thought photography was all about having the nicest camera.
100%.
Right? It's all about having the nicest gear.
Exactly.
What do you got there? What kind of camera you got there, man? What are you gonna shoot on?
Okay, so we have the A7R4.
Ooh,
I know.
fancy.
Super fancy. I love this camera. So this is usually my go-to for whatever I do. I used to shoot on the A7R3.
Do you notice a big difference between the 3 and the 4?
I do. So the thing is, like, the R3 was known for having super high quality. The colors were good. It's like the R4 is just that next level, that next notch up. Is it an amazingly like big difference? Not really. But I think if you're shooting really high-end professional photography, you will notice it, especially like product photography.
Gotcha.
If you're doing billboards, if you're doing professional commercial shoots for magazines or anything like that, you're gonna notice a difference. Now, if you're shooting for Instagram, you're not gonna notice a difference. Instagram's algorithm to compress the files it's not going to matter that much, especially when you're shooting in that high quality, or with that like 42 megapixels for the R3, and then this is 62 megapixels.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for RAW, always shoot in RAW as well. But then the other camera, you think that was fancy, A9 Mark II. So this is the other camera that Sony sent us. Now, this is a sports-specific camera. It shoots 20 frames per second, whereas the R4 only shoots 10 frames per second.
Can we hear the shutter? That's crazy.
That was it. 20 frames per second, just massive. You want to hear the difference?
Yeah.
So you have R4,
Which is still fast.
which is still fast, yeah,
It's
for
good.
sure. A9 Mark II. Fuck, that would have been so clutch if I was just that smooth. A9 Mark II. Yeah.
That's bananas.
So, I think because of that, I'm going to try and get the shot with the A9 Mark II first as my safety.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to the R4 to see if I can really nail that shot. Just because if I can get it with the R4...
More megapixels.
Exactly. I'd rather use that one. But this one I know for a fact I'll have a higher chance to get that perfect timing.
It's my time to shine, baby.
3, 2, 1. Nicely done.
And we're done.
One take.
One take wonders, baby.
Holy shit, that actually was great.
Really?
I'm like really impressed by your skills, dude. Like, you laugh, but that was great. Wow, natural.
Jack of all trades and master of them all.
If I ever need another cannonball, guess who I'm calling? Yes.
Yes, dude. I get to get a tan and work.
1, go. Got me wet that time. All right, so we just shot with the A9 Mark II. We were using the 24-70. Settings were 2500 shutter speed, f13, ISO 1200 or 1250. I think we actually got the shot. I'm really excited about it. This guy, champion. But now this is where we can get a little bit more creative because no matter what, we have a good shot. So what I want to do is I'm going to lower the can a little bit closer to the water. We're going to shoot it again with the A9 Mark II, not changing any other settings. If we get that shot, then I'm going to switch to the A7R4, get a higher resolution image. That way when I take it to post, I have a lot more flexibility with it. All right, ready?
Now we're shooting 62 megapixels, baby. High quality.
1, go. Ooh.
Come out good?
Ooh.
Not many people get it on the first or second try.
That was legit for a second try.
I'm gonna take a lot of credit on my ability to just
I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Just provide an incredible cannonball. So, you know, I'm doing my thing and he's doing his thing. And together we make magic. Teamwork, baby. Makes the
Teamwork?
dream work.
Damn, that was my line.
Sorry.
Are you in a White Claw ad?
I am, dude. You know, I gotta live it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're just living the dream. I
I
love it.
am. So, question for you:
Yes.
when you do a photo shoot, will you go on either like Instagram or somewhere on their website and like look for inspo, or are you kind of someone that doesn't like to look at inspo and just do your own thing?
That's a good question. It really depends. So 100% if I'm shooting for a brand specifically, I'm going to make sure I check out their website, their Instagram, so that whatever I'm taking is in line with their branding. But in terms of inspiration just for things that I'm shooting, yeah, I might find something that I come across. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do something like that. But a lot of times I like to create, not recreate.
Gotcha.
So it really depends.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on the shoot. Check out how epic this shot came out. I told you guys, this guy is unbelievable at what he does. No, seriously, if you guys want to check him out, I'll put all his stuff in the, description below. Go check out his stuff, TikTok, YouTube. He just started back on, or not back. He started up a YouTube.
Started up a YouTube.
Love it.
Square one.
Yeah. So go check his stuff out. Go subscribe to him. Follow him on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. He spit out crazy knowledge today. I learned a ton. I hope you guys did too, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more of these kinds of like behind the scenes of photo shoots, let me know and we'll make sure to bring them to you. But that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one.
Thank you. Peace.